Hello world! Welcome back to Helldivers. Doing a bit of a different video today. Instead, we're looking for super credits. You want them, I want them, we all need them. However, the main way to go about acquiring them is pretty boring and doesn't give a whole lot of progress to the overall liberation of planets. Because the main strategy, as I think most people know, is go to level 1, drop in, loot everything up, and leave the mission. It's boring, it sucks, and we're gonna fix that today by immediately going to difficulty 10. Unfortunately, this strategy I like to use doesn't really work on all fronts of the game. It only really works on the Illumina front with some success on the bug front, which I will get to later in the video. But on difficulty 10, there will always be 5 side objectives. 1 will always be on the map, and 4 will be hidden. What we want is the lidar station, as it reveals all POIs on the map. Now, the lidar station is a hidden side objective, so we won't know if we have one until we find one. However, since we're on the Illumina front, we will always have one in our game. Why? Because Illumina only have 4 hidden side objectives. It's kind of crazy Illumina have been in the game for over a year and a half now, and they do only have 2 side objectives exclusive to their front. Especially when you look at the bot front, which has 11, with 2 being added fairly recently. But getting back on track, we know that there will be a lidar station, but how do we find it? You could just walk around and find it that way, or you could use the map. Not that one, this one. On this map, we can see the main objective and the visible side objective, but we also have other red areas too. Some of the enemy camps, which you can see in the in-game minimap, and the other ones, you might have guessed, are the hidden side objectives. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to tell which one are camps and which one are side objectives from this map, so we'll have to use a mini-map. Now that we know where the approximate location of the side objectives are, by cross-referencing 2 maps' red zones, we can use our eyes and find them. The easiest, of course, is the cognitive disruptor, thanks to the giant blue beam in the sky. The sieve artillery can be taken off the list too by simply looking for circles on the map, and similarly SAM site can also be found by looking for a square. So at this point, the location of the lidar station should be pretty obvious, and it looks something like this on the map. They also added another variant of the lidar station pretty recently, which is kind of more rounded. I don't really have a good picture. Unless I do, then I'll show it at this point. But there you go, Helldiver. You've done it. You found the lidar station. And with it, every POI on the map is now visible for your super credit needs. Few tips before I end this video. 1. POIs in the cities won't disappear after looting all samples. Outside of the city, these little diamond spots or gems won't go away. I don't know why this is still a thing, but it is. I also recommend, if it's not obvious enough, to use the warp pack because you can teleport inside of bunkers. If you do, for some reason, not blitz it to the lidar station right away and instead find it later in the match, don't force your teammates to loot the entire map if they don't want to. Let them play, especially if you're joining in on somebody's mission, let them do what they want to do. And finally, for all my bug divers who have somehow made it this far in the video, a somewhat similar strat can be done on missions to have the sort of gloom covering the map, since I feel like these missions have an increased chance of lidar stations to spawn, even though it doesn't really help when it comes to finding bug outposts for some reason. Another, I guess, tip that I figured out while editing this video actually is the Destroy Exospire missions, which is the footage you've been seeing throughout this video, don't actually contain cognitive disruptors, at least not all the time, I guess. So that's one less side objective you have to look for. But thank you for watching. I know this video might be on the shorter end of things, but I just want to try a different type of video out. I don't really do guide style videos, and I don't know, I've been kind of just waiting around for a cool Helldivers update to make more videos on the game. Even though the campaigns have been cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, something like Cyberstan. It's been a little bit since we've gotten the last one. And I don't just want to make like videos talking about like the few new things they've added to the game, since I know a lot of people already cover that sort of stuff. But no one had really covered this kind of strategy that I like to use for super credit farming. So I felt in making this video to, you know, try to share that information. And some of the other things that I don't think a lot of people know, like how to use the overview map before you go into missions. And I hope that was helpful.